Hello and welcome to this short video on how to graph parametric equations in Desmos. So let's say that we have the parametric equations x equals t squared and y equals t plus 2. Now we don't actually want to graph these in Desmos, which is why I have clicked on this so that it would not graph them. I'm just putting them here so that you can see these are my parametric equations. The way that we want to write the parametric equations to graph them in Desmos is like we did right here. So we're going to start with a left paren, and then x is equal to t squared. So we're going to put in the x value here, t squared, comma, and then the y value, which is t plus 2. So we put in the y value here. Once you do that, it's going to give you this range. T is greater than or equal to some number and less than or equal to some other number. And you can select whatever values you want in there. I could put in -3. And you can see it's going to change the look of the graph. Okay, and you could go to a high value of 0, or you could go to a high value of 23. So this is what the graph is going to look like. It's a sideways parabola. Of course, one of the important things about graphing parametric equations is knowing the direction that the graph is moving, right? As t becomes larger and larger and larger, we want to know where the graph is going. So let's just start at 0 and put 0 for both bounds. Well, we're really only going to get a point here then. So when t is equal to 0, you can see that we have 0, 2. And so we're at the point 0, 2 right here. So what happens as we increase the upper bound? We go from t equals 0 to t equals 1. Oh, now we can see we have the graph going out in this way. We move from this point right here up to here. So I can already see the direction that it's traveling in. But to confirm that, let's go to 2. And we can see it's going further in that direction. And to 3. Now, if we wanted to see going backwards, instead of 0, we could go to -1, and now we can see that it's going backwards down this way. Or we could go backwards to -2, backwards to -3. So the direction of travel is clearly moving along the parabola in the direction that I'm moving the arrow in right now. All right, so that's how you graph graphs in Desmos. Let's just do one more example. Let's say we have the cosine of t, and we have, this is going to be, well, let's make it something interesting, e to the t. So to graph this, our x value is cosine t. So I need to put in cosine t. And my y value is e to the t. So I'm going to put in e to the t. And I'm going to start at 0 and 0. So I'm not going to see anything but a point. That point is right here. Well, that should make sense. The cosine of 0 and e to the 0 gives you this point right there. Well, now let's see the direction that it's moving in. So if I increase from 0, t to goes to 1, we're moving upward in this direction. And then we can see as we go to 2 and to 3, and we can change our viewing. Whoa, 3 goes way up there. And if we wanted to go backwards, we could go to -1. It gets more interesting as we go backwards. -2. Oh, we could go, let's go to -6. And so we can kind of see it's going all kinds of funky stuff back in here. If we go to -56, it's really not doing much of anything else. We'd have to expand in here, really zoom in to see what's going on. But most of the time, you're going to graph fairly narrow bounds, 0 to 3, let's say. And there you have your graph. Where's the top of 3? There we are. And the graph is going up in this direction as t becomes larger and larger and larger. All right, that's it. That is how you graph parametric equations in Desmos.